Hey folks, today we are taking a look at the Deluxe Insecticons from the G1 toy line. Now I'll be first to admit I don't have any guns, and one of these guys is actually broken. That would be this guy over here. So without further ado, these are Barage, the Rhino Beetle, Venom, the Mosquito, Chop Shop, the Stag Beetle, and Ransack, the Locust. So the one issue I have is this guy's broken. Barage, he's supposed to have a forked horn. Unfortunately, when I bought this guy, I did not know that it was broken. And I got Ransack, Venom, and Barage all in a pack a couple of years ago. And I actually didn't realize that this was broken, so I apologize for that. And I didn't realize that all of the weapons were missing. Again, I apologize. I recently picked up Chop Shop for like 20 bucks off eBay, so that's a pretty good deal. Unfortunately, no accessories, but oh well. Each one of these guys is molded pretty well, and they do hold together rather well, except for Barage, whose stuff just kind of flops around with Barage. There's nothing I can really do about that. Venom is by far, I think, the dumbest of the beast modes, or dumbest of the modes here, simply because this antenna flips and shows his robot head very easily. I don't particularly care for that. His wings are also weird. Chop Shop's beast mode is probably one of my favorites. It just looks menacing. I rather like that. And it is colored to be an actual stag, or colored as a stag beetle. And then we've got the Locust Ransack here, who's okay. He's okay. Beast mode is interesting. Really does remind you of Kickback, though. I do like the fact that you can have the wings just laying on the back, though, like that. Overall, the beast modes really are interesting. I do like the variety of colors, except for the fact that you've got yellow on two guys, and then green on two guys, and then you've got orange. There are a lot of colorings that really hold all the guys together, which is interesting. I would have loved to have seen these guys in the show, though. I'm always kind of miffed that we never got to see more Insecticons in the show. We'll start off with Venom today because, from what I understand, Venom, I believe, was supposedly the leader of the group. At least that's what I've always been led to believe. I could be wrong on that. His rub symbol is on the side here, and I believe it still works. Ish, sort of. Okay, never mind. So, transformation for him is actually really kind of weird. What we're going to do is start by just folding all the legs up and into a line, either like that or pointed down. I like to do it pointed up. Then take the wings and just get them out of the way. And then take the bottom part of the beast mode and flip it out and just kind of maneuver it so that you can flip it around. And it's not easy, but you feel like you're going to break the damn thing, but hey, it works-ish. And in the bottom we fold out the feet, and then when you fold out the legs, the hands will automatically deploy. For the torso, what we'll do is just fold the robot head up, and then you're supposed to somehow fold the wings in front of the figure, like that. I've never been able to get the wings to sit right with this guy. So what I do, they're supposed to be sitting up along the sides, so let's pull out the arms, and then what I end up doing a lot is just taking the arms, getting them out of the way, and folding the wings straight back like this. So we'll do that again, turn it around, and fold it straight back. Now somebody in the comments will most likely correct me on the correct way to transform him. But that's this is what I normally do, just to pose him. Now, his weapon is kind of this weird one-handed axe that I never quite understood why he was given an axe. But that is his robot mode. Big problem, he really doesn't have much in the way of heals, so he does have a tendency to fall flat on his face. Just, of the four, his robot mode, I personally think, is the weakest. Next, we'll take a look at Chop Shop, and his transformation is very easy. All we're going to do is first reach onto the back of the bug mode and open up the back section, and then fold that whole back section down, fold out the feet, And then the insect legs will actually rotate underneath or behind the feet, and then you fold them up into the back of the legs. Now, you would think that you should be able to close these side bits, but no, you're actually supposed to leave them completely open like that. Then for the head, all you do is take the pincers and fold them out to the side and pull out the arms, and that's about it. You can then position the insect legs however you want, but it really doesn't matter because he has no forward arm articulation. He has no way to put his arms forward, and you can't slide his arms out any, and he really can't pose at all. But he looks badass. I will admit that fully. Of the set, I think he is the most awesome looking, and he looks like he's a little scuba dude. Actually, I think that's the face of a GoBot. I could be wrong though. So Chop Shop is definitely an interesting figure, if a little bit kibbly. Next up is Barage. Now this has probably one of the more interesting transformations because there's a robot tucked up in here. To transform him, first open up the rear shell and then flip out the legs from underneath the figure. But don't flip them out all the way. Just flip them out enough so that they're hanging down. And then we will reach in to the side and just get it so that the fists push up, and then we can straighten the leg out. Once we do that, we can pull the fist all the way up from inside and flip it out. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. Just kind of get your finger in there and push the fist up into the arm, fold the leg all the way out, and that gives you the ability to fold the arm out all the way. Now, what are we going to do with all these legs? Well, the first thing we're going to do is work on the feet. We'll fold the feet out and then take the legs and point them and rotate them such that they're pointing straight down, and then you should be able to collapse the legs and fold them up into the back of the leg, and then that will allow you to fold the actual insect legs under the foot. So turn it so that the legs are pointing straight down along the leg, like this. Flip the panel around so it forms the back of the leg, and then go underneath and fold the insect feet up under the robot foot. Very ingenious, that. For the arms, what you want to do is flip the arms up to form actual arms, and then fold them around the shoulders. And then for these insect legs, just kind of work them so that they're just kind of out of the way and pushing into the robot body. And then we can fold this piece down, exposing the robot head. You see, that didn't work all that well. So what about... You see, this is always a kind of a pain in the butt, because you never know how it's supposed to be. And, yep. Alright, so, nope, can't turn it. So it's got to be like that. Ah, there we go. There we go. And then we could fold that down. And what you're supposed to do is take the horn that would be here, and that's supposed to fold up and form a chest piece, but obviously that part's broken for me. And here we have Barage. He looks good, but he has no face. He has eyes and what appears to be a giant nose, but he has no face. Otherwise, he's pretty cool, but he has no face. Finally, we have Ransack here, and for his transformation, it's actually pretty cool. It's very reminiscent to the Fans Project Backfirey that we got, though. So take the rear insect legs and straighten them out, then take the black piece up here above them and start folding it down. When you do that, you want to fold out the front foot, and then those two of them just marry up. Those two bits of the legs marry up. And you can, and the insect legs does form or the insect feet do form nice heels, which I appreciate. Next, what we're going to do is come up front, and you can see here's the bug, and then here's the robot face right underneath. Take the insect legs and just turn them such that they're pointing straight forward, and that will allow you, that will give you clearance to fold the sides by the head forward. When you do that, then you can reach in and pull out the robot arms, like that. Once you pull the robot arms out, you could take the abdomen, thorax, or whatever, and fold that, push that up. And then when you push that up so far, you can then fold the legs up into the body. And when you do that, that should keep that middle section pushed up. And then you could just do what you want with the robot legs. And if you want, you can fold the insect wings up like that. Now, the one thing I do not like about this robot mode is this bit has a tendency to just drop, even with the legs pushed up. That's just a problem with this mold. There's really nothing I can do about it. Another thing I don't like is everything just feels very flimsy and flippity on this figure. It just a problem with the mold. There's really, again, nothing I can do about that. One thing I do like, however, is when the chest opens, he's got like a chest cannon in here. So that, yeah, it's just a screw hole, but he's got this little like insect chest cannon, which I think is kind of funny. These 4 Deluxe Insecticons are pretty cool. They're not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I do like them. I think they're rather interesting. Though I have to say Venom, this guy right here, is my least favorite. He definitely has the worst transformation, and he doesn't look all that convincing in bug mode. His robot mode's okay, but those wings, man, those wings, just really, really dumb. Now, I believe I have seen ways that you can turn this such that this points straight up, but I just don't want to fiddle with it because I'm worried I'm going to break the dang thing. Barage would be a lot cooler if I had that middle section, or the front section of his horn. Chop Chop is pretty cool on his own. I don't think he really needs anything. And Ransack's pretty cool on his own. But again, I would highly recommend picking up the Fans Project figures over the Deluxe Insecticons, or even the original Insecticons, which the original Insecticons are significantly smaller. I mean, here's a size comparison for the original Insecticons versus the Deluxe. As you can see, there is a bit of a size difference. It's like comparing a Deluxe class figure of today to a Cyberverse class figure. That's the best analogy I can come up with. But overall, the Deluxe class Insecticons are a fun bunch. If you can find just all of them in a set for $10, $20, I'd say they're worth $10, $20. More, over 30, you're pushing it. I mean, over 30, you're really pushing it. So, they're not bad by any means, but my love of G1 is more tied into the show than into the toys, because as I have said, toy technology has definitely moved on.
Hey guys, Megatron wants you to test something.
So, what's he want us to test?
That chamber over there. Get in it, and Megatron will start the test. There'll be energon cubes.
Yeah, I could do Energon. Yeah, Energon. Energon, I like Energon.
Ready? Ready, rip. Alright, here goes.